Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be solving another serial killer murder mystery. So by now, I'm sure you guys have completed the first and probably most well-known serial killer murder mystery in Red Dead Redemption 2. It has to do with that crazy man who has strung up 3 individual bodies scattered across the world, and it ultimately leads you to the cellar of this cabin, and you eventually turn him in. That is incredibly creepy. This is also incredibly creepy and has a ton of surprises and twists along the way. So in order to activate this, you're going to need to go to Valentine at night. And if you walk down sort of the main strip, the main road, you might actually notice a stranger calling out to you.
Dad, come over here. I'm in a real bind. This fella, he's in a bad way. You gotta help me. I'll pay you.
Okay, calm down. Where is he?
He's inside, upstairs. Come with me, I'll show you.
Okay, so on the surface level, it looks like we're just going to help this lady of the night solve something that went terribly wrong with a date that she ultimately had. However, when you get up to her bedroom, it looks like things took a very surprising twist.
It was me or him.
The hell is
I
this?
swear. I gotta clean this room. Can you get rid of him, please? I'll give you all the money I got. Bastard started beating on me, choking me. He was a demon in human shape. You gotta help me, please.
Jesus. Well, guess he had it coming.
Yes, he did. So will you help me?
I came this far. Okay, I'll get rid of him.
I'm begging you. I can't do this. I'm shaking like a leaf.
So of course you guys saw we were met with the decision. What do we do? Do we help the prostitute or do we not help her? I'm going to be showing you guys both scenarios, and then at the end you can determine what you think is the better of the outcomes and who you're going to believe. So according to her story, she was having this date and the guy ended up getting like super aggressive, and so she had to ultimately stab him. And now it's our job as sort of cleanup duty. So basically what we're tasked for doing is taking the body and going to the pig pen to dispose of it. So this is like serial killer 101, the fact that she suggested this and the fact that she knew that pigs would ultimately get rid of a body. And that's exactly what happens. If you drop the body in the pig pen, like the pigs will start eating it, like knife in his chest and all. Like that's just incredibly disgusting. Now from there, we basically just have to return to that same room and we sort of get briefed on what she's going to be doing next.
Did you do it? Please tell me you did it.
You ain't worth
back,
two
ain't I?
shits, whole damn
Thank you.
liar.
Please, take it. Take all of it.
3, one buffalo, one redskin. I've shot 19 of them.
The women of Valentine owe you, mister.
Buffalo,
You did
no,
a good
Redskin.
thing. Now please go.
So it looks like she's trying to clean the bed. That is obviously not going to come out, that massive blood stain. And she gives us a money clip too that we can take as well. Now the money is $14, and by taking that money, we actually get negative honor points. So that's something to keep in mind as well, that by helping this lady of the night, we're actually getting negative honor points. So that was the first sign that went off in my head that maybe she's not the good person here, that maybe the guy was actually the one who's the victim. So I wanted to actually get this encounter again for myself because I thought that that was fairly interesting, and it seems like there was a little bit more of a story there than what was leading on to the surface. So once again, you do the exact same thing. You just return to Valentine again if you go back on your save, and you'll end up getting the exact same scenario. You actually get led up to the room, and then the girl tells you about everything that went wrong. And this time, instead of accepting, we are going to deny. We are going to say we do not want to help this lady, and this is what happens.
I ain't getting caught up in this, lady.
What do you mean? It's too late to back out now. If you want out, you'll be going to prison too.
Damn lie. You were one.
No, you bastard! Come on, free me. I'll make it worth your while.
I shot 19 of them.
Christ! You can't.
Well, buffalo, no redskins. Don't know how many redskins I killed.
Come on, please untie me. We can just forget the whole thing. Just let me loose. We'll forget about this whole thing. Hell! You untie me now or I'll start screaming. Who they'll believe, huh? Help! Help! I'm being kidnapped! Help! This man's trying to steal me away! Oh, God!
So who you got there?
No!
This one's for you.
You lying
Just
bastard!
put an
You
eye
let
for
me
some
go!
fella over at the saloon.
Painted cat got sharp
This
claws,
man's
has
a
she?
liar!
Put her in
You
the
don't believe
cell.
a word he says!
I'll take care of her from here.
Help! Help! Someone please help
Not
me!
as nice as the saloon bed, but it ain't covered in blood. That's something.
You bastard!
Well, thank you very
You're
much,
as bad
partner.
As the rest of them.
Kill
You're
a
worse.
prostitute is a problem Valentine can do without. Yep, more fellers like you, this might be a respectable place to live. Listen, why don't you grab yourself what's in the purse there? Not much, but you earned it.
So holy smokes, just listening to that entire sequence from the sheriff and what she did in the hotel room, it looks like she is a serial killer that has been doing this to multiple different men every time they solicit her service. Holy smokes. And you can see she pulled out a knife as soon as we declined. We were going to be her next victim if we didn't fight back quick enough. And then, of course, the sheriff actually confirms that this lady is like a killer prostitute. How insane is that? So this apparently is the good thing to do because completing this will give you good honor. You can also take the money from the sheriff. It's $12, which is $2 less than what the prostitute was going to give you. But it looks like that is the honorable way to sort of see things out. Now, what's kind of funny is you can return to the Valentine jail and you can actually see her locked up in her jail cell really over the next couple of days, and I would say the next week. Now, there's no way to interact with her past that point. She's just simply stuck in the jail cell. But about a week later, if you return to Valentine, you'll actually witness her getting hanged, which is insane.
Enacted. Woo-hoo! We will not sit idly by as people take the law into their own hands.
Oh, honey,
And you,
just later to the
today,
right.
believe
Get
me,
free.
you will see the rule of law.
I'm not a killer. Those bastards were monsters.
This lady here is guilty of multiple counts of murder.
Trust me, they ain't
Posing
worth
as a
saving.
lady of ill repute to lure innocent men,
You miserable Sal.
stabbing them to death at their most vulnerable, then disposing of their bodies. She shows no remorse. Neither shall we.
Let's go.
The time has come for your judgment. No need to wait. Release the floor. Let it be known that Valentine is a community of law and order.
It's just not right.
I tell you, this place is cursed.
And today, law and order won out. Leave her body here to rot.
Jesus. All that excitement and it didn't.
So they hanged this lady in public. Now, what's crazy is I think if you wanted to have the option to save her there, you could have. Now, I didn't want to do that because I'm convinced that she was a serial killer. But the entire time while she was up there pleading her case, she was begging, saying that they've got the story wrong, that she's not the serial killer. Now, I really do wonder if any way, shape, and form this is connected to the original serial killer murder mystery that was solved, because if you guys remember, that also takes place near Valentine 2, up in that cabin just to the west. So there's something about Valentine, this town, and serial killers that I think is pretty mysterious, and I wonder if there's any sort of connection here at all. I didn't find any clues that would suggest that, but who knows, maybe you guys might come across something that gives us a little bit of a better idea of how they could ultimately be related. And just to sort of prove that I think you could have saved her, like, yes, you can cut her down from the rope or shoot her down. Obviously, I did it a little bit too late, but it is certainly possible to do so. And then afterwards, you can't really do anything with her body. You can't pick it up. You can't lasso it. In fact, the only thing I noticed I could do is that I could blow off her head with multiple revolver shots. But that is the only thing I could do once the hanging actually took place. So I think that this mystery has officially been solved, but I'd love to get another set of eyes on it. And I would, of course, love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think that she is a serial killer, or do you think this is a case of mistaken identity? And do you think the ending that I had where I watched her get hanged was the wrong way to go about doing it? Do you think I should have helped her, or do you think I should have let her get hanged? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.